Okay, welcome back to tutorial 4, and we're at 4.1, setting up 42-inch roll paper. Now when I say 42-inch roll paper, I am talking about a large format printer or plotter. Right now in our diagram we have 8.5 by 11. If that's good enough, or portrait, if that's good enough for you, it works for me. No, you can skip the rest of these tutorials. However, more often than not, you're going to have to have larger page sizes for printing. If you go under File, Page Setup, notice that the interface here, all the tabs, is a little more involved than a lot of programs, and which it should be because Visio has much better print capability. As you can see here, we're set up for 8.5 by 11 for portrait size. Now I'm just going to change it first to landscape, and then that's fine, but notice our printer paper and our drawing page is still the same. What we need to actually do to set this up is get to the printer itself. So we click the Setup button, and after that comes up, you can see it's set up here, and then we set up Printer. Now I'm not going to click this right now because I might have network problems, but what I am pointing at is a plotter, an Hewlett-Packard plotter. And you can tell because the source here is roll or manual. That's obviously for a plotter. Well, one of the things I can do in here under size is I can choose many of the different sizes, just like you can in the other. Except, if you notice the printer button down here, if I click that, and then again, I know it's kind of, we're digging deep here. There's my plotter that I had selected. I click Properties, and here is where I'm going to have much more direct control over my document size. Now paper quality is a tab I'm looking at, and sorry folks, it's different with different printer drivers. Hopefully this can be helpful to you. And again, if I click the drop down, there's all these different selections that are already there. If I click Custom, I can create my own custom paper size. This is especially useful for a plotter. So I'll call it Plotter 1. Okay? Let's say I got multiple plotters. I'm going to set this, and notice it's in inches. For the width, you can see here that you're giving ranges for as far as you can go, and these are inches. I'm going to set it for my plotter width, 42 inches. And I'll just put some insanely long 96 inches for the length of my paper. Think of it as the roll coming off the plotter. It's 42-inch wide roll. It's rolling off 96 inches for your print. Okay, I've got it set up here. It's in inches, 42 by 96. I save it. And Plotter 1 is the custom definition I set up. It's saved now. I say OK. And you can see it is now selected. It says 96 by 42 inches. It is landscape. You see how it's coming off the plotter, and there are other settings in here I'm not going to get into. You'll have to experiment with them yourself. So you can say go ahead, OK to this, OK to that, OK to that, and we're eventually going to get back to our page setup menu. And what you'll see there is we have set up, here you see the printer page and the drawing page. If you go to page size, you can see it's the same as the printer size, and that's what you really want. So that later you may want to change the custom. You see, it should be available along with these other pre-canned sizes. But if you have the custom, I can see some that I created for other uses, like Custom 2 is set up very much like exactly as the one we just created as Plotter 1. So you apply that, and you can see in the background that my diagram layout has now changed. So I have set up for 42-inch plotting in this tutorial.